Music has become a significant subsector of Kenya's entertainment industry, but low investment levels and copyright piracy have prevented the industry from realizing full growth. CNBC Africa now takes a look at the enterprise side of music in Kenya.
DJs have had a big impact in Kenya's music industry. One such pacesetter is DJ Joe Mfalme, currently one of the most recognized Kenyan DJs with 7 years of experience in the industry and a stable footing not only in Kenya but in Africa too.
The reason why DJs are becoming big is because of media. Many DJs on radio, many DJs are doing really big things. Artists these days are going through DJs. DJs have become producers for most TV and radio shows. Like actually I think all of them.
Tasked with the duty of discovering good music for their audiences, most Kenyan DJs have been blamed for spinning international records, mainly from Tanzania, South Africa and Nigeria at the expense of Kenyan music.
Kenyan music is doing really well. But honestly, Nigerian artists are really aggressive. I get emails every day from these guys in West Africa. They want to come for media tours in Kenya. So for me, I think one, it's aggressiveness. If you look at the Kenyan artists who are really aggressive, they have really gone far.
Our media do highlight more of the international music or rather outside music than our local content, which influences our local artists to feel those beats, those outside beats is one becoming popular to the people based on the fact that the availability of those beats and those music from Tanzania, from USAID, is being affailed to our people, and then that way they get influence to see those beats like bongo, like hip hop, like such, is getting more popular. Then that way they start copying.
This has led to a group of artists initiated the Performers' Rights Society of Kenya to ensure artists get a fair share of the airplay and remuneration.
We are at a stage where performers currently have been able to get a body that can represent them. And in this sense, I speak of performers, meaning actors and musicians at the same time. So PRISC is an organization that allows musicians to be represented in this sense, in sound recording and in audiovisual works.
As of 2014, the sector was worth $1.8 billion and is focused to grow to $3 billion by the year 2019. But for this growth to be realized, more investment has to be channeled into the sector.
Investment has clearly been very visible in industries, in economies like South Africa and in economies like Nigeria. But the investment threshold has been very low for the musicians in the Kenyan space. Probably the question is, why is this so? I would say this is due to some structural issues that the music industry in Kenya has been facing. And number one would be piracy, which has been a big discouraging factor for investors, because they see they could invest and their money or their investment could more or less get all drained by the piracy element.
It is estimated that Kenya loses 4 billion shillings annually to pirates, with over 79% of artist work being counterfeit, a factor that has largely affected investment.
We advise that if piracy, because that is the problem, is piracy and the music market is put in structure, then of course people who can invest in our local artists will come up. Even those international companies which fled away can come back when there is assurance that they could survive in this market.
Online music applications and downloads are becoming popular, sustained by an increase in smartphone users. Despite helping to curb piracy, the digital platform has also presented another challenge.
The negatives have been, this has affected sales, actual sales. CD sales have been affected, and downloads for pay have been affected as well, because now a platform like you mentioned is a free download platform with the hope to get traffic on a site so that then the revenue can be selling the space. This affects the way people consume music.
But as it turns out, Kenya has a lot of potential in realizing a booming music business, should more effort be channeled towards promoting the sector.
The effort that we are trying to bring into the music market is taken serious. Like, for example, we are dealing with the OCMOs, Collecting Management Organization, to come together, join operation from one-stop shop to see that this music market is put into control and being structured. That way, it would become easier because people will relax when they are assured of their security to their investment and works.